Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make these cute Dollar Tree lanterns. At the end of the video I'll share how I decorated the two leftover glass cylinders for the holidays. One of the things I love about this project is there is very little to buy to make these look high-end. I bought 4 candle holders. Each one comes with a base and a glass cylinder. You need 2 candle holders to make one Dollar Tree lantern. I used some double-sided super strong tape. My Dollar Tree was out of the poster tack. Otherwise, I could have used that. Luckily, I had my favorite strong double-sided tape on hand. I used a sanding block, or you can use sandpaper. You need some cute fairy lights with a small battery pack, and I'll be sure to link below in the descriptions the one that I use that will fit in the top piece. And then I used some acrylic paint to give the top piece a nicer finish. I wanted to keep the gray and white color, but you could easily use acrylic paints to go after the look you want for the decor. I only painted the top pieces, which will hold the fairy lights battery packs underneath the painted side. Next, you'll want to lightly sand at least the bottom piece just until it's smooth and no rough bumps to damage any surface it sits on. I actually sanded all 4 pieces before filming. Since this is plaster, it is best to sand lightly and over something like a trash can or a paper plate to get rid of that plaster dust. You may even consider gluing a piece of felt to the bottom. If you don't plan on decorating the glass cylinders, the last step is to adhere the battery packs and the wrap part of the wire to the inside of the top piece. Be sure to pull out the plastic tab to the battery pack first, and these fairy lights come with batteries, and if you need to replace them at any time, I've listed which size to get. I find the lights look best when you actually pull the wire out straight instead of leaving them coiled. Once the battery pack is in place, you can turn them on and off with a fingernail or use anything with a small tip like the scissors I'm using here to protect my fingernails. Cut off a strip of double-sided tape or use your putty tack to place on the bottom of the battery pack on top of the tiny screws. You want the other plain side left up so you can replace the batteries when needed. Press nice and firm, and then pull off that strip of tape. Place the battery pack inside of the top piece and press nice and firm. Then you'll want to cut a small piece of strong tape or putty to hold the short plastic-coated piece of wire in place so it does not hang down in view of the fairy lights. Be sure to press hard for a good tight fit on both pieces. Next, place the glass cylinder on the base, and then comes the easy fun part of just stuffing the fairy lights into the cylinder. Then simply put the top on the glass cylinder. That is it. So quick and easy to do. Now watch to see how I decorated the 2 extra glass cylinders for the holidays. And here I'm just uploading the patterns into Design Space. I'm going to add it to my canvas. And today I'm going to just use the leaves and the holly. You guys can use these leaves for this project or anything else if you would like. First thing I'm going to do is ungroup these. And then I'm going to group just this together since I'm not going to be using it today. And then I'm going to turn that layer off. So these are already sized, ready to go on the Dollar Tree glass panels. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Make It. I'm doing vinyl, so there's no need to mirror anything. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click on Continue. And the first material I'm going to be using is textured vinyl. So let me browse all materials. Textured metallic. There we go. Click Done. I'm going to go ahead and click on More. And we'll load our fine point blade. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all my materials out. Just make sure whatever materials you're using to be sure to change them up here. And I will meet you over at the maker. And I'm just loading my textured vinyl into my Cricut maker. Cut beautifully. Now I'm unloading it from my mat. Now I'm placing my glitter vinyl on my standard grip mat. And I'm going to load that into my Cricut maker. While it cuts, I'm going to go ahead and weed the textured vinyl. I love this textured vinyl. If you guys haven't used it, it is beautiful in person. It's actually one of my favorite materials to use. This is a really easy file to weed, but I'm having difficulty here because my studio lights are so bright. But I can tell you that these leaves on the glass cylinders are just absolutely beautiful. Here I'm just loading my foil vinyl. And I'll get to weeding my glitter leaves. I don't know about you guys, but I find weeding to be very therapeutic. Let me know in the comment section. Do you find it therapeutic to weed, or is it on your list of things you don't like to do? Let me know. I would love to know. Now here I've already applied transfer tape to the glitter vinyl, and I'm just applying the leaves to the glass cylinder, rubbing in each leaf really good so that when I pull the transfer tape off, the leaves will stick to the glass, but the tape will come off. I grabbed a microfiber cloth just so I can keep the fingerprints off of the glass cylinder. And if you notice, I'm using my Cricut brayer to balance my glass cylinder so it doesn't roll all over the place. You can also use a lint roller to keep things in place. Sometimes I also use my scrapers to keep things from rolling around. Now, when I lined up the holly berries, it looked like they weren't going to line up perfectly because I probably started on the wrong leaf. So I'm just going to cut it in half and simply put the rest on when I line them back up. Which worked out perfectly. Make sure you burnish your designs really well on the front and the back before you remove the transfer tape. Actually found a couple little pieces of lint on my transfer tape, so I'm just removing them with a pair of tweezers so it doesn't get stuck to my glass cylinder. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Just look at the texture of this vinyl. It is so beautiful. And I really love the look of the holly with the berries. And the rest of the year, I can just have the plain ones. I just love this project. Enjoy the rest of your day and remember to create with love.